first of all, before I start, I just need a hand from someone. Has anyone got a phone who's not using it to time already? Sure. Excellent. Thank you very much, Danielle. Could I get you, please, to go into your timer app? And I need you to do me a favour. You're going to need to use loud voice on this one as well. So when it gets to 10 seconds, just give me a big loud 10. All right. When it gets to 20, makes sense. All right. And then, that's all right. Oh, it's in your clock.
Can you count past 30?
It's in your clock. Yep. So, yeah, when it gets to 10, give me a big 10. When it gets to 20, 20, just like that. You all right with that? Yes, 20 seconds. Right. And you keep going on. Now, is anyone able to give me a number 35 or greater? We'll make it a little bit challenging. Two-digit number, 35 or greater. Two-digit number? 87. Fantastic. Let me just write this down. All right, 87. So I'm going to go through. I've got a world record, or my own personal record, and that is 38.7 seconds. So I'm going to try and beat that today, and we're going to use the number 87. So when I say go, Danielle.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. So you're all started? Yep. So when I say go, start it, and then let me know when it's 10 seconds. Are we ready?
All right. This is a lot of pressure.
Ready, set, go. Stop. What did I get?
3 seconds to go. I'm really bad at this.
17 seconds, was it? 17 seconds. That's all right. Excellent. Well done. Well, 17 seconds just happened to be my best record. Well done. Cool. So yeah, so there we go. That's it. Best record. I'm pretty happy with that. But that's okay. Was it 17 seconds?
It was someone stuffing around with Spotify. I don't even know if it was YouTube. So.
No worries. That's all right. Is anyone actually interested in what I actually did? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Normally when I do this, people go, oh, well, what did you actually do? And what I actually did was just a little bit of maths. You'll love this, Craig.
Yes.
I went through and I said, well, 11 plus 14 is 25, plus 5 is equal to 30, and 57 is equal to 87. I went 4 and 58 is equal to 62, plus 10 is equal to 72. 62, 72, 87. I went 59 plus 7 is equal to 66, plus 12 is equal to 78, plus 9 is 87. 13 and 8 is 21, plus 60 is equal to 81, and 6 is 87 in that amount of time. Pretty good?
Yes.
You happy with that? How about if I told you I did a little bit more? Is anyone thinking, I wonder if these things go up and down? So there we go. So if I said 11 plus 4 is equal to 15, and 13 is equal to 28, 59 is equal to 87, 14 and 7 is equal to 21, 8 is equal to 29, 58 is equal to 87, 5 and 10 is 15, 12 is equal to 27, and 60 is equal to 87. We'll go 9 and 6 is equal to 15, plus 15 is 30, plus 57 is equal to 87. There we go. But are you thinking, has anyone thought, what happens with the diagonals? Well, actually, it turns out that I did make sure that the diagonals worked as well. So when 11 plus 58 is equal to 69, plus 12 is equal to 81, plus 6 is equal to 87. I went 57 plus 10 is equal to 67, plus 7 is equal to 74, plus 13 is equal to 87. But I didn't just stop there. I then went through and I made sure that every single corner, I said 11 plus 57 is equal to 68, plus 13 is equal to 81, plus 6 is equal to 87. But I'm a mathematician, and I thought that that is not going to impress you guys tonight. So what I did was I then went through and I made sure that all of these 4 by 4 is, or 2 by 2 is equal to 87. So 11 plus 4 is equal to 25, plus 4 is equal to 29, plus 58 is equal to 87. 14 plus 5 is equal to 19, plus 10 is equal to 29, plus 58 is equal to 87. 5 plus 10 is 15, plus 15 is equal to 30, plus 57 is equal to 87. I also made sure that it worked for this one, for this one, for this one, for this one, but also I had 17 seconds. 17 seconds, was it? Yes. 17 seconds. And I made sure in my last 3 seconds that all of the 3 by 3 squares also equal to 87. So 11 plus 5 is equal to 16, plus 12 is equal to 28, plus 59 is equal to 87, 14 plus 7 is equal to 21, plus 9 is equal to 30, plus 57 is equal to 87, and it works to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you don't like it, you can check my maths later. Whew. Now, I'm just going to come down from that a little bit. What I've found is, and no offence to you, Greg, but I'm a maths teacher myself, but you can deliver these things in one of two ways. Who's been to a maths lesson before where they've seen this happen and they go, I'm going to show you some maths today, guys, and we're going to go through it's 11 plus 14 is 25. Has anyone seen something like that in the classroom before? So I believe that classrooms and anything along those lines, it comes down to not just the content that you do, but the presentation that you do it. And the reason for me being here in Toastmasters today is to go through and practice the presentation side of things. So I want to go through and I want to learn how to build up my enthusiasm. I want to learn how to build suspense. First little thing that I practiced there, instead of showing you the answer of what I was doing, I held it away from you so that you were pretty much begging me to show you at the end of it. I set myself a little goal, little thing here. My record was never 38 seconds. It's always around 17 seconds when I do it. But how excited do you get when you see it happens? The next thing that I did was I made sure I clapped so that everyone else followed and clapped along. So it made me feel good about myself. And there's a number of little presentation things that go into that to build that up. So that way it's not a boring lesson, but it's actually something that you guys can be excited by as well. That's what I've come here to practice. On the 28th of August in 1963, Dr. Martin Luther King was never going to do the I Have a Dream speech. I don't know if you know that story or not. There's Mahalia Jackson, who was a prolific gospel singer at the time. She was sitting behind him, and she's like, do the dream speech. Do the dream speech, Martin. Do the dream speech. Now, she'd seen him do that speech a number of times before then, and he hadn't planned to do it. But he'd gone through and he practiced it so much that it became part of who he was and part of how he presented. So he didn't need to go through and make it up on the spot. That's what I'm here at Toastmasters for. It's to go through and to practice these things so that when I go into the real world, I can make sure I nail them. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Toastmaster. Thank you very much.
Thank you.